me double check. Just going to double check something real quick, guys. 1 second. Hey, let me know if you guys can hear me all right. Otherwise, can you guys hear me all right before I say anything, or do I need to restart this? Because I'm not sure. I might have to bring down the stream latency. Because if it's buffing too much, I might have to bring it down. Let me know, guys. Just a second, Raul Cortez. Okay, you guys can see the video all right? You guys are only 2 commenting, so I figure I better make sure before I keep going. I don't know. Okay, you can hear me. Cool. Guess that people can't see me, but they can hear me. The review for Unaware, I don't know. I mean, I still have to record it. I mean, probably sometime this week. Yeah, probably sometime this week I'm going to upload the review for Unaware Raul Cortez, because that was a request from... I gotta do the review first, but Jose Ballard requested that. So that'll be sometime this week, because that is one of the most boring found footage films I've ever seen in my fucking life. But I uploaded 5 videos today, including Butterfly Kisses, which is on Tubi TV for free. I actually thought that was a hidden gem. And tomorrow will be reviews for Leave No Trace, X-Men 2, The Craft, which is a good one, and Transcendence, which was a humongous piece of shit, and that's going to be an epic rant. Fuck Transcendence with Johnny Depp. That is one of the dumbest fucking, quote, smart movies I've ever seen in my fucking life, and you will hear why I think that tomorrow. Oh, Fabio, hey, how's it going, man? Great job on the stream. Hey, Forkaiju, doing well. Thank you, Bid Boss, for the comments on Amazing Bulk. Yeah, that's pathetic. Demolition Man 2 ain't happening. Stallone's been saying multiple movies for 10 years. That never happened. Whether it be the Cobra TV show that he was going to produce, whether it be Ex-Baghdad with Jackie Chan, whether it be Hunter, the horror film, creature film, Poe that he wanted to direct. None of that is happening. So, Demolition Man 2 ain't happening. I don't care what Sly says. Okay? Again, I can name 10 other films he said was going to happen. Remember how there was going to be Expendables with all the women? That never happened. Raul Cortez, are you Jose Ballard, by the way? Because I did watch the 2 movies you requested, and they were pretty awful. Meeting Evil was pretty awful. Ginger Snaps, I need to give another look. I do know they were praised quite a bit and everybody likes them. I could never get into ginger snaps, but I was like the only person, so I don't know. Thank you, Justin Whitworth. Well, to me, Rob Hedden deserved to disown the film. The Incredible Hulk CGI has it aged well? You mean the Edward Norton film? It's fine. I mean, I don't have that many issues with the CGI of the 2008 film. Ever depressed in public? Never. Not one single time in my life. People in Iowa don't do YouTube. Or they don't know shit about YouTube. Anywhere I've gone, if I mention YouTube, they don't know what the hell it is. So that's the truth. The stupid fucking YouTube message. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Buffer my ass. On your face. YouTube. I had a feeling you were going to do a stream tonight. Well, yeah, it looked fun when you were doing it, so I had to leave for a bit and watch a couple movies. In fact, one of them is a re-review, funny enough, Fabio, of the 2017 Power Rangers, and I saw that again, and you know what? I still enjoy the film. I don't think it's as bad as people made it up to be. I think the 2017 Power Rangers is not that bad at all compared to Michael Bay's butt-fucking Ninja Turtles movies. Hi, Scott. No problem. I just got on pretty soon. You watched the film Evidence? That's cool. I did a review for a film called Evidence. Hey, JG Dark. No, I prefer the ending we have now, Justin Whitworth, of Friday the 30th Part 3. Right on target. Hi there. I saw your comment recently today. What's The Last Ronin? I don't even know what The Last Ronin is. Hey, Pete, doing okay? R-rated Ninja Turtles reboot will never happen. You would have a better chance winning the lottery twice than getting an R-rated Ninja Turtles reboot. The Ding Dong Show, what's that? The Last Full Measure, never heard of it. Yeah, the 2017 Power Rangers, I don't think it was that bad. It was well done. The fans of the show hated it because it actually tried to do something different. I like that it actually tried to develop the characters. And I find that pretty... The Power Rangers 2017 actually tried to develop characters. If they did that in the Ninja Turtle movies, I would have loved the fuck out of it. But no, we can't do that. That's against the law. Brian Alacrin, hello there. How are you doing? Letitia Smith, I just uploaded a review for Evidence today. TMNT The Last Ronin. Can you tell me a little bit what that's about? I might have seen that. Spence from Canada, hey man, enjoying the reviews. Extraction is a good action movie just released by Netflix. To be perfectly honest, I've just been very busy with requests. So I'm just busy doing that. I haven't really, sadly, watched anything other than the requests. Hey, Aaron. Tom Cruise doing a film in space. I think that's fucking stupid. I know Tom Cruise wants to be this adrenaline junkie. I'm sorry. You do good work, but you're not... That was getting ridiculous. Like, Tom Cruise's mind has jumped the shark if he wants to do a movie in space. I've read the original TMNT comic books. I want to see that live action, though. It can be done. Oh, you do stand-up? Okay, that's cool. Good luck with that. That's cool. Yeah, the buttfuck of Us too. Yeah, I heard about them. Continue to destroy your characters all the way to 2020. I think I reviewed The Void, Pete 1972. I believe I have a review of The Void on the channel. The Ding Dong Show. Yeah, it's anytime I go in the bathroom. Michael Bay don't know shit about TMNT. Yeah, Megan Fox. Well, it makes sense. Fox is her last name, just like 20th Century Fuckface. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Aaron Wojciechowski has $1 for the super chat. I really appreciate that, Aaron. And I do have your request. I'll try to get to that sometime. Funny enough, one of the requests is Pitch Black, so that will be uploaded probably this week or next week. But I like Pitch Black. Still the best Riddick film, in my opinion. Right on target, I reviewed Triple Threat, and I thought it was a lame letdown of a movie. Especially Equal Ways, he does nothing but get his ass kicked. That's all he does. The guy from The Raid, and you got Tony Jaa in there, and all Equal Ways does is get his ass kicked. So, Triple Threat sucked, in my opinion. I ranted on it. You can feel free to watch the review if you want to know why I don't like that film. I think that movie sucked. Never seen Surveillance. Project that Kevin Eastman Peter later worked on, 1987, but never got finished. Okay, it's a comic book, The Last Ronin. It's a comic book. Fox News is credible. Yeah, it's about credible as getting a $3 bill. They're working on Riddick 4. Oh, because the last Riddick was so fucking awesome, where Riddick disappeared for like 50 minutes of the fucking movie. Would you ever do playthroughs of TMNT games? I would like to, but man, I haven't played a game since I tried to do that one live stream. And it's just hard to set that up. But I haven't... I barely paid attention, but the intro was fun. Well, right on target, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't like the reviews, that's cool, but I don't know what to tell you. I did review the film, and I did say why I didn't like the film. I don't know what to tell you, man. Will you do a review of the 2003 Daredevil? I like the film, but again, right now, I've just been very busy with the requests, and I feel it would be stupid... It just, to me, I feel like I have an obligation, and I think that's the least I can do, is concentrate on those. Sniper Special Ops. I reviewed that movie right on target. I reviewed pretty much every Steven Seagal film except the 1-2 movies he released like this year or whatever. Butterfly Kisses is pretty good. Jose Ballard, hello there. I actually still have your requests here. I have watched them. I just need to record them. Unaware was the most boring film I've ever seen, or one of the most boring films I've ever seen. And Medieval can meet my ass because I would shit on it. Oh, that's cool, right on target. No worries. Again, for everyone in the chat for saying it, if I'm going to do more reviews of this and that. Right now, I'm just concentrating on the requests, because I have quite a bit, and I just need to focus on those right now. I don't remember any of the Blood Fist movies, to be honest. I don't think I've seen most of them, to be honest. Never saw Midway from 2019. Never saw Trainspotting, to be honest. Never saw Trainspotting. I'm not a fan of South Park. I don't mind the movie, but I think the show is overrated. And Team America, I know Fabio likes it. Team America, I don't know. I was never big into it. Scott, that's up to you. People could either join the Patreon or directly via my PayPal, which I have a link to it down below in pretty much all the videos of recent. Or directly to pay via PayPal. Again, so that's why I said there's 2 ways people can do it. If not, no worries as well. I message them and say someone has already requested it, because you can message people on Patreon, because Patreon, they give you the email, and also there's a message system on Patreon, so I could just message them, and that has happened. I message someone, and if they want to pick another one, they can. But you can message people on Patreon and send messages on Patreon. I haven't seen 1917 Moon Man. Again, I've just been very busy with the requests, so I haven't watched much of anything else other than what you've seen uploaded onto YouTube. That's why it's been like 4 videos a day, which I know is a lot, and I know it's annoying to upload 4 videos a day, but I want to get them out as soon for people who are willing to do that. My favorite Bigfoot movie, probably Harry and the Hendersons, or I actually like this one called Exists, which I reviewed on the channel. Yeah, it's a found footage type of movie, but I thought it was fairly well done. The Living Daylights or License to Kill. I like both, but I would choose License to Kill. Breaking Bad I haven't seen. I know of the show, I just haven't seen it. Stone Cold is great with Brian Bosworth. It's a very fun movie. I don't mind Austin Powers. I think the first one's the best one, but I don't mind Austin Powers. I wish Mike Myers did more movies like So I Married an Axe Murderer, where he played a normal guy, because pretty much all the other movies he just plays like a weird, like a guy with makeup on, like the Love Guru. I mean, I love Wayne's World. The Last Ronin. Okay, I have to look up The Last Ronin. I've never heard of this. Dolphinita C, hello there. Thank you for the super chat. Hey Matt, how are you been? I've been doing okay. Just been trying to keep up with the requests, so that's why I apologize to people that I've been bombarding people with reviews. But I figure, 4 videos a day. I just want to get it up for people as soon as I can. I know that sounds stupid, but Eric Peralta, I'm doing okay. Yeah, Wayne's World. And I never knew how to read. James Kahn, favorite performance, the original Rollerball. Slick Rick, I can't give you a certain timeline. I would say within the month. But I can't give you a certain timeline, Slick Rick. I apologize. I can't give you a certain timeline. Space Hunter, never seen. DB Cooper versus Bigfoot, never heard of it. Never seen Drake and Josh, never seen iCarly. Adolfinita, thank you for the kind words. Love Guru is one of the first films you felt embarrassed after watching. To be fair, I haven't seen the film. I've just seen all the clips, and it looks awful. Blue Sunshine, I reviewed at one point, but then I got pissed off at the director because the director fucked me over, so I said fuck him. Fuck Jeff Lieberman as a person. But I like some of his movies. Cynthia Rothrock is kick-ass. She's a badass. Hey, WRJ. Hey there, man. I'm doing okay. I'm doing well. Thank you, man. Going well, new suit for you. That's cool, Scott. Sounds pretty nice of a computer. Never seen CB4. Thank you, Bryce Russo. I appreciate it. Ghostbusters 2, why do people hate it so much? From what I've heard, they think it's too much of the first one. They think it's a remake of the first film, but not as funny. That's what they go. They feel it's just a remake of the first movie. But I like Ghostbusters 2. I've always enjoyed it. I think the cast works well yet again. I like Max von Sydow as the voice of Vito. Rest in peace, Max von Sydow. I like the score. I think it's a fun movie. Hellboy Ninja Turtles crossover. Comic book form? Sure. I mean, if they can cross over with Batman, they can cross over with Hellboy. I love End of Days. End of Days I saw in the theater back in 1999. I remember seeing the trailer and loving it because it had the Guns N' Roses. Oh my God. And I had a ball in the theater. End of Days is one of my favorite Arnold films. Panic Room, good David Fincher movie. Predator, hello there, I'm doing okay. Underrated 90s horror films. That's an interesting... for me, I will put Predator 2 on there. I would put Stephen King's Graveyard Shift, the first Power Lou Diamond Phillips, Deep Rising, The Relic. There's a bunch. Tremors isn't really underrated, but I still love the movie. Tremors 2 Aftershocks is very underrated. I know you agree, Fabio. I love Tremors 2 Aftershocks. Moose Jaws, Kevin Smith needs to retire. I'm sorry. He hasn't made a good movie in a long time. Jay and Silent Bob reboot was fucking awful. Jose Ballard, have a good night. My favorite Batman movie is the 1989 film. Do you think Ghostbusters 20 would be better than Ghostbusters 2016? It won't have a pussy fart joke in the first 10 minutes, so that'll be better. Brandon Ginsberg, thank you for the kind words. I'm doing the best that I can. I still have a lot of room to improve. Shocker. I love Shocker. I have a review of Shocker on the channel. It came out in 1989. My personal favorite Wes Craven film. Honestly, my personal favorite Wes Craven film would have to be Shocker because everyone shits on that movie. But I fucking love it. And that's the way it is. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movies. I haven't seen them in over 20 years. So I need to rewatch them one day. UPN Kids. Never watched much of UPN in general, let alone UPN Kids. Have I ever met Luis Anthony Huerta? No, I haven't. Lauren Francisco, I'm doing okay. How are you doing? What character in Aliens would you want to survive besides the actual survivors? Hudson. Bill Paxton. That would have been awesome if he lived. But, rest in peace, Bill Paxton. But yeah, Mark Anzio, I would say Hudson. Do I look forward to the Scream Factory Graveyard Shift? Yeah, yeah. I love, it's a personal favorite of mine since I was a kid. I love Stephen King's Graveyard Shift, so I doubt I'll have much for features, but I look forward to it. Fred the movie. Well, again, if people want to request, there's directly to my PayPal or part of my Patreon. Either way, whichever is easier. Jack the Protector, I'm doing okay. Least favorite Batman movie? Every fucking Chris Nolan Batman film. Especially Dark Knight Pisses. Fuck Dark Knight Pisses. Tremors, I would say it's horror in the fact of it's a creature feature film. People get eaten alive and swallowed whole. Predator, people get skinned alive. That sounds like a horror film to me. Yeah, I left a comment on John's rant on Knock Knock, and I know how he feels because I ranted on that piece of shit. Dark Ride, never heard of it. I like Nightmare on Elm Street, but everyone always says Nightmare on Elm Street's the best. Yes, I like Shocker more, Verisimilitude. I know you say I hate Friday the 13th, even though I don't. I like Friday the 13th, I just don't think it's this perfect series. But I reviewed all the Friday 13s and I like them. I know you're still mad that Jason Goes to Hell is my favorite, but oh well. I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm just fucking with you. We all have our different opinions. That's the truth without me joking wise. And I mean, in all seriousness, yes, I like Shocker. It's my favorite Wes Craven film. Yes, Jason Goes to Hell is my favorite Friday the 13th film. That's my opinion. First Daughter, I've never seen. James Cameron, don't know that story. Salem's Lot movies, I barely remember the Salem's Lot movies, to be honest. I know there's Return to Sam's Lot, which was, I thought, kind of lame. I haven't seen the one with Rob Lowe. The Tobe Hooper one, it's not my favorite Tobe Hooper film, I'll say that. Superbad I enjoy. It's a fun comedy. I love Serpent and the Rainbow. Serpent and the Rainbow will probably be in my top 3. My top 3 would be Shocker, People Under the Stairs, and Serpent and the Rainbow. And I like Nightmare on Elm Street, but I like Nightmare on Elm Street. I like those films, other films, more. Well, to be fair, Nightmare on Elm Street has a girl that turns into a mannequin that goes through a little window of a door. I mean, if you want to talk about corny, but I like Nightmare on Elm Street, but again, I'm not going to sit here and say some of these movies have zero defects. The continuity's all screwed up. Nowhere near a perfect franchise. That's true. I apologize if I'm missing some of your questions, but we do have over 50 people here, so I'm doing my best. So if I miss your question, just feel free to repeat it. Never seen Grave Dancers. Scream is a good one. Scream I remember I first saw Scream on VHS, and I was very impressed by it. Andrew Video Game Nerd, I think, sucks ass. The movie. I like him as a person. I like a lot of his skits on YouTube. His movie sucked ass. I'm sorry. So, no, I would not pull punches. It sucked. I'm glad he got the movie made. Well, no, not really, because it sucked. So I'm not glad he got the movie made. But hey, he wants to do his thing. If the people who pay for it liked it, I don't know what to say, but I didn't like it. I thought it was unfunny. I thought it went all over the fucking place. It didn't know if it wanted to be about Atari, if it didn't want to be a fucking adventure movie or a horror movie. It didn't know what the fuck it wanted to be. And the fucking jokes were lame. And then his review of E.T. was honestly one of his worst reviews. Sad to say. That review of E.T. was like, it's not that bad. That's really what the fucking review was. I'm like, yes, it is that bad, because I played that fucking game back in the day, and it is that fucking bad. Fuck his Reese's Pieces. Fuck E.T. and his football head, and stick the Reese's Pieces up his fucking ass. And then his fucking telephone. Yeah, I got a phone. Call my dick. Where's it supposed to go in your fucking mouth? Football head looking motherfucker. My favorite survival horror game is Silent Hill 2. And that's actually my favorite game in general. Rambo Hat I got well over 10 years ago. I found it just randomly on Amazon, I believe, or eBay. One or the other. I can't remember. I was just looking for a hat. I'm like, hey, that looks like a cool hat. How Friday the 13th Party, how they got from a lake to an ocean. Shitty writing. You didn't like the special effects, though? He took a year off to make it. No, I'm sorry. If you like that movie, that's cool. The Angry Video Game Nerd, but name a game worse than E.T.? Well, that's tough. I mean, I don't know. Bryce Dallas Howard. The chick from Lady in the Water, her father is more talented. Do you think the first See No Evil is like the Outlast game? No, not at all. I have no idea. What does one have to do with the other? Outlast, it's like a found footage. You're with the camera, and there's all these inmates. See No Evil is just a bunch of kids cleaning a house or whatever. I like See No Evil, the first one, but I don't understand the comparison. Love Dog Soldiers, my favorite werewolf film. Raised in Arizona, fun movie, but my favorite Coen Brothers film is The Big Lebowski. I shaved my head, so there's nothing to see. I was losing my hair because I'm getting older, and I said, fuck it, so I'm going to shave it. I actually prefer it shaved because honestly, shaved, it feels better, to be perfectly honest. I don't have the Rambo knife, no. Was Marlon Brando a shitty person? Never met the man, so I can't tell you. I reviewed all the Friday the 13th films. I don't mind Part 5. The only ones I hate is Part 8 and some of Freddy vs. Jason. Batman Forever, I have a review of Batman Forever if you're interested, Hell Knight. I reviewed Blood Beach quite a while ago, Movie Guy, 2005. I have a review of Blood Beach on the channel. I reviewed it, I think I re-reviewed it like 7 months ago. Nightmare Beach, I haven't seen that one. Demolition Man 2 ain't ever gonna happen. It ain't ever gonna happen. Stallone, remember he said he was going to direct the film Edgar Allan Poe? That never happened. He was going to do the film with Jackie Chan. He left. That didn't happen. He was going to do Hunter. That never happened. Expendables 4. Oh, there's rumors. Nothing's fucking happening. Oh, the Expendables, the female Expendables, never happened. So all this other bullshit. So the Cobra TV show that he's going to produce, never happened. So my favorite soda is Mellow Yellow. That's why I put it at the intro of my reviews. Oh, the Night Slasher knife. Yeah, I do have that. What's your biggest fear, general in life? Bills. When the bills come in, that's my favorite. That's my biggest fear in life. The Rambo explosive arrows. No, I don't have any explosive arrows here. Bubsy 3D, Superman 64. Never played them. I've seen reviews of them, but never played them. Repo Man with Emilio Estevez is miles better than... I mean, they're not the remake. It's a different story. They just have the same title. But the Emilio Estevez 80s one is much better. Maybe someone did send me a Rambo knife, but okay, someone did, but I could not carry that on the bus. Because people are like, you have a weapon. Because it's a big fucking knife. It was like the one from, like, no, it wasn't a Rambo knife. It was like a Crocodile Dundee giant knife. It wasn't a Rambo knife. No. It was like a giant Crocodile Dundee looking knife. Like but I can't carry what looks like a mini sword on a bus. Otherwise you get arrested, especially in Texas, which is where I started in, on the bus. The heart attack snack, yeah, that was like 10 years ago. I did that video. I don't do that anymore because it's not good for you. Smosh, I've never seen. Fred, I honestly don't know who that is, Fred. Honestly, I have no idea who Fred is. And Smosh, I've heard of them, but I've never seen their stuff. I think Maniac Cop 2, I think, is better. I think they amped up the action. They amped up the stunts. Maniac Cop 2, I like Maniac Cop 1, but I think 2 is better. It's really pumped up. 1999 Living Dead, I enjoy it. I do think it's better than the original. Rotting Pumpkin, I appreciate that. Am I still accepting gifts? Sure. Yeah, I'm always accepting gifts. Because I'm greedy as fuck. Yeah. What are the majority of movies today not good as they were back in the day? If I could figure that out, then maybe I could tell people and they could figure it out. I have no idea. Sonic games, the only ones I played is honestly the first couple on Sega Genesis. Oh, Lahoozer, hello there, man. Oh, The Hunted, that's really cool from the Hunted. Was that from eBay, I'm guessing? I love the first Metal Gear Solid. I could never get into the sequels, but the first Metal Gear Solid I played way back on the day on PlayStation 1 when it came out, and got really invested with the story of that. I mean, they kind of did a remake with the Twin Snakes, but I'm surprised they haven't done like a Resident Evil 2 style remake of Metal Gear Solid 1. I'm surprised they haven't done that. Maybe they will one day. Crocodile Dundee came out the same day as Freddy Got Fingered. Well, I like Crocodile Dundee 3 more. A male lead, the star in Alien film for once. That's what Alien 3 should have been. If Sigourney Weaver didn't want to do Alien 3, she doesn't have to do it. Just have Michael Biehn be the star. They could have done that. This is the End. I enjoy that film. I think I reviewed it on the channel. I believe I review of it. The only Godzilla game I've played is the Nintendo one, where you can play as Godzilla and Mothra can't do shit and is a pussy, so you always just have to keep using Godzilla for the Nintendo one. Found on eBay, that's cool. In Order of Disappearance, never heard of that film. P 1972, I disagree. Barbara is annoying and worthless. I mean, there's being scared and then there's being worthless piece of shit. Why have I never mentioned my dad? Well, because that's a touchy subject, because he was an alcoholic who kicked my mom in the stomach and thus I was born, and left when I was in middle school and never seen him to this day. But you know what? I'm fine with admitting that because this happened and I'm not going to be ashamed of it because the truth is the truth and it is what it is. So that's why. So that's how I was born in the world. My mom getting kicked in the stomach and I was born. So that's the way it is. But you know what? I guarantee you people in here have stories similar to that and I'm not going to ask them to share it. And that's why you could hide behind it and you could be afraid of it, or you can own it. And that's just the way it is. Bryce Russo, thank you for that. Yeah, one day I would like to do the Metal Gear Solid playthrough. One day down the road. I just haven't had time to do playthroughs. I mean, I haven't played my PS3, which I brought here. I haven't played that in months and months. Film you've seen that is so awful you wish to find out never existed. No, I can't think of one. Turbo Tech War. Chuck Norris Marathon. I mean, I reviewed the Octagon. Someone's actually asked me to review a couple Chuck Norris films with it was a PayPal request, 3 of them, which is cool. I think one of them is Force Vengeance, which is fun. I'd get to rewatch that. I like Cinema Snob. I'm not into Nostalgia Grid, but I like Cinema Snob. Guys, it's okay. It's nothing to be sorry about. No, she was pregnant and then she got kicked, and that she was far enough along that she had to go to the hospital, and then I was born. No, it's not. That's not what I meant, Mark Anzio. It was, further enough along, and then boom, a kick, and then things happen. But yeah, nothing to be sorry, guys. Nothing to be sorry about. That's life. Final Exam is pretty bad. It's one of the most boring 80s slasher films. My favorite video game is Silent Hill 2. That's my favorite video game. They pretty much canceled Indiana Jones 5 for, well, no, Steven Spielberg left. That was the news. Steven Spielberg's not directed it. And I'm like, then what? Don't do the film at all. It's not needed. It's not fucking needed. Especially when Steven Spielberg himself ain't even gonna fucking direct it. Actually, I have reviewed Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Results may vary. I have reviewed pretty much every Stallone film except Spy Kids 3. I have to redo that fucking one day. Because copyright. But all the other Stallone reviews are still up, and including Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, if you're interested. Offerings, I think I reviewed Offerings, Jeff Matchy, and I ranted on it. Is that the one with Peter Jason, where it's just a fucking kid doing tricks for like 80 minutes? If you ever found... Well, no, because a friend of mine, a nice guy on Facebook, who I'm not going to name because he actually has a Blu-ray set of the entire 2003 Ninja Turtles cartoon, and I just bought that for $35, so I have all of them when that comes in the mail. He's the same guy I got the Beavis and Butthead Blu-ray set that has all the uncut stuff. Oh, David Dilch, thank you for the super chat, $5. I was curious if you had ever seen Never Forget 2008 with Lou Diamond Phillips. It's like the worst movie I've ever seen. I would not recommend it. Never Forget 2008 with Lou Diamond Phillips. I've never even heard of this film. Never Forget? I've never heard of it. What's the plot of this movie? Never seen Breaking Bad. I know of the show, but I've never seen it. Eric Roberts works as a good guy and a bad guy, but my favorite Eric Roberts film is The Ambulance, where he's a good guy. Fucking Disney. Yeah, fuck Disney. Fuck Mickey Mouse, fuck Donald Duck, fuck Goofy, fuck Disney. Hi, Grethent Rubin. Never played Splinter Cell. I know what it is, but I never played Splinter Cell. Yeah, one day I need to redo the Pet Sematary ones. Yeah, Offerings, I reviewed that on the channel. That review's still up. That's a boring piece of shit. With a dumb fuck ending where the kid all of a sudden kills his babysitter for some shit reason. Sly's not doing Demolition Man 2. He may say he's going to, but it's never going to happen. Scream and Terror, I've never heard of them. Best of the best films, they are underrated. My favorite would be Part 2. Don the Dragon Wilson ever had heat in the past? I don't know what you mean. I don't get the question. Justin Whitworth, a video on what? What do you think of hippies? I'm fine with them. As long as they don't bother me. Solid Snake and Metal Gear Solid these days? These days? Well, nobody these days. I mean, you know what? Thomas Jane. If you gotta do one, Thomas Jane. Do a little bit of what he was doing, The Punisher. I would cast Thomas Jane as Solid Snake. James Horner I liked as a composer. He's not my favorite. That'd be Jerry Goldsmith. And also, then it would be like Hans Zimmer. But yeah, James Horner I miss. Aliens is a fantastic score to this day. Eric Roberts, Hunt to Kill. He wasn't in it that much to really give much of an opinion. He was fine, but he's not in it a lot. He's only at the beginning. I think that was one of the 3 Chuck Norris films I got requested, Code of Silence, so I enjoy that film. I'll review it. Thank you, Perry fan. Never Forget doesn't have a plot. Sounds like a winner. Hi, Winter Flowers. Just like Sly wanted to make Isobar years later and never did. Exactly. Isobar never did happen, which was fucking bullshit. The Hidden is great, including the car chase. The Hidden is a solid movie. Favorite X-Men character? Wolverine. I know it's the lame answer, but it's... Irony 2, no, I don't like that they killed off the lead character in the first 5 minutes for a stupid reason. I'm guessing the actor didn't want to do the movie... So he's like, fine, we kill him off. Then just have him be fucking going to school somewhere, not kill him off. You don't need, you could just have him be like, hey, he's off to school, or he got a job at fucking McDonald's or something. You don't need to kill him off, even if the actor doesn't want to do it. I don't know if that's the reason, but I'm guessing. My favorite movie car? I think someone asked me what car I would buy. As long as it works, I wouldn't really give a shit. The Wiggles, don't know what that is. My favorite movie car? Ooh, my favorite movie car, that's tough. I have to think about that. Favorite movie car. I gotta think about that. Corbin Nash, I've never heard of the film. Corey Feldman plays a transsexual vampire. Does he make up shit about that too and do a fucking documentary that overcharges people and then thinks it got hacked? What's my kryptonite? I have no idea. I've never seen the 1974 Gone 60 Seconds. Al Delfinico, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you, JRock7500. Really enjoyed your Greyhound trip story, even though it sounded like it wasn't that pleasant, but enjoyed. Thank you, JRock. I appreciate that. My favorite weapon? Do you mean like gun or just weapon in general? Uncle Al's YouTube video. Don't know who Uncle Al is. Ari Aster, overrated? Yes, overrated as fuck. I have seen Mahler's videos on the Star Wars films. Those are well done. I could never be as good as that, so. And that's just me being honest, but those were good. Eric or Julia Roberts? I would say Eric Roberts I like better. Corey Feldman, he went crazy. He went up a fucking creek or something. Well, if up the creek is sanity, he went the other way. Lost Boys TV show, fucking stupid. Pointless. People didn't like the second... They didn't like the Lost Boys sequel, although I do like the third Lost Boys movie. I think that's actually pretty decent, but no one watched them, so why would they watch a TV show? I have not seen The Dentist 2. I reviewed the first one, but never saw The Dentist 2. Yeah, I know they brought the character back in Iron Eagle 4, but it's not the same actor, so it doesn't seem at all. Thank you, Predminator, for the super chat. $1.99. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for the super chats. I really appreciate it. Cooler Ranch Doritos. No, I haven't tried those. The Rad Brad. Sounds familiar. Slice considering Rocky 7. The plot is his son has gender reassignment surgery and takes on the female boxing champ. That's got to be a joke. That's got to be a joke someone made up. That can't be a real story. The Ambulance, I have reviewed on the channel actually, Chris. And that is my favorite Eric Roberts film. And my favorite Larry Cohen film. But I do have a review of The Ambulance on the channel. It should still be up. Hi, Brandon. Favorite Michael Bay film? Probably Bad Boys 2. Sniper... I think that's Sniper 3 with Bokeem Woodbine? Or is it Sniper 2? I can't remember if... Maybe it's Sniper 2. I remember the Tom Berenger... The first two Sniper sequels being okay for what they are. I like Maniac Cop 3. Because Robert Davi actually has some stuff to do. Verisimilitude, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. That's no problem, Meadowland fan. That's no problem. Synapse Films. What have they released? Most Wanted I enjoy. It flopped because people did not see Keenen Ivory Wayans as an action star. They saw him as a comedian because of the years of In Living Color. He did a Low Down Dirty Shame, which I also enjoy. I reviewed that on the channel. I looked it up. That was like one of the only reviews of A Low Down Dirty Shame is my review. Because no one talks about the film, but I think it's underrated. No one saw Keenen Ivory Wayans as action star, so both of those films bombed. Even the film he did with Steven Seagal bombed, and they had Steven Seagal. Or at least disappointment box office wise. Fuck, we need a Hellraiser TV series. We got 18 direct-to-video sequels. That wasn't enough? I don't mind the first Tekken movie, but I've never played the game, so maybe that's why. Lucky Number 7 I've seen, but it's been so forever, I need to rewatch it. I remember not minding it, The Defender, which one is that? The Dolph Lundgren one? If so, I reviewed the Dolph Lundgren film on the channel when I did my Dolph Lundgren marathon. Making and writing a short movie? No, I'm too lazy, to be perfectly honest. The Pulp of Greenwich Village? Never seen it. I've heard of it. Do you like the band Blues Traveler? What songs have they done? That sounds familiar. Blues Traveler. Gladstone Gander, what's that? Hot Dog the movie. I've heard of that film. I've never seen Hot Dog the movie. You mean the Blu-ray company? I think they did Red Scorpion. That was a good release, but it did not do well. That's why they stopped doing action films. At least that's what they said. They said it did not sell well, the Red Scorpion Blu-rays. We're not doing this anymore. But I thought they did a great job with Red Scorpion Blu-ray, and I love the film. War and Peace, never seen. Honestly, I would not care to visit movie locations. That's not something I like watching it, like Horror's Hallowed Grounds, but personally, I would never care to go to them. Criterion Blu-rays, DVDs, I probably do. I think I have the Naked Lunch DVD that was Criterion. I probably have the Rock DVD that was Criterion. Shostakovich, never heard of it. But anyway, was the song in the credits of Team Pen. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't mind them. I don't mind them. Blues Traveler. Yeah, okay. I remember that song. Yeah, I don't mind that band. Oh, you don't watch Extraction? I've been busy with requests, to be perfectly honest, so probably not anytime soon, unless it becomes one of the requests. But again, I've just been very busy with requests. I mean, to give you a lowdown, tomorrow is going to be reviews for Leave No Trace, X-Men 2, The Craft, and Transcendence with Johnny Depp, which is a piece of fucking shit. Then the next day will be reviews of Power Rangers 95, Turbo Power Rangers movie, the 2017 Power Rangers, and Pitch Black. Then the next day will be the 2 Casper films, The Lion King and Home on the Range. Fuck that movie. Then it'll be the Scooby-Doo live-action films, James and the Giant Peach, The Emperor's New Groove. Then it'll be Big, Being Evil, Unaware, Demented, which was fucking shitty, and more. So I have a lot on my plate. Would you live forever if you could? Yes. Honestly, I would, because there's so much stuff to do and so little time that the only time I would have is if I lived forever. New films released to streaming services the same time they hit theaters. I don't know. I mean, that's up to the studios. I can't tell you one way or another. I mean, again, I have no dog in that fight because most new films I don't care about anyway, to be perfectly honest. Scorpio Rising. I saw all the martial law episodes, so I'm sure I saw that one. Yeah, Leave No Trace with Ben Foster, which was pretty good. I liked all the Substitute movies. I reviewed the first one, Jamaral. I reviewed the first Substitute about a month ago or so. But I have a review of the first Substitute on the channel. Again, for anyone in the chat, if you're wondering if I've seen or reviewed a film, please feel free to go back on the channel and just type in the name of the movie. That way you don't just make things easier. The Craft I liked. I thought the cast worked well, the soundtrack. I thought the directing was more than fine. Demented, yeah, it'd be an epic rant, is an epically shitty film. If you could live forever, but you watch Rise of Skywalker every day, I would take it because while I'm watching Rise of Skywalker, I'd be doing other shit too. Funny how someone mentioned Pope of Greenwich Village. I was just a few days ago about the movie on IMDb. Yeah, never seen the film. My head hurts from... Oh, that's... I don't blame you, Winter Flowers. I don't blame you one bit. Match on Fire, thank you. I like the film. I've seen Extreme Prejudice. My only issue with Extreme Prejudice is the trailer lies, because the trailer makes it seem as if it's Nick Nolte versus this team of mercenaries, and that's not really what the plot is, which made me mad. But overall, it's a good movie. But you watch the trailer, the trailer's not really the movie you're getting. I love The Abyss. Have you gone insane from the quarantine? No. Quite the opposite. I'm perfectly fine, honestly. Stephen King movie you hate the most? I would have to look at a list of Stephen King movies. If I have to guess, probably Cell, which I ranted on the channel. Cell, the one where John Cusack and Sam Jackson are in a football field and a bunch of people lying down with their mouths open, and you know what's playing out of their mouths? La 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 la. That's playing on all these fucking people lying on the ground with their mouths open when Sam Jackson and John Cusack are watching. I say it in my rant on Cell. I forgot what year it came out, but that's fucking awful. I liked The Emperor's New Groove. I'll be reviewing that sometime this week. I enjoyed it. Hey, Grade B. Fast Food, 1989 film. Never seen it. Lucio Fulci. If it becomes requests. I liked Doug Masters in the first film. That's one of the reasons I liked the movie. I mean, if you don't like Doug Masters, then I don't know why you like the first Iron Eagle movie, to be perfectly honest. Hi, John Vaz. I've seen The Doors, but it's been forever. Best Val Kilmer performance. He was good in Willow. I think that's his most fun. But he was also good in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang as well. God's Not Dead films from Pure Flix. Nope, never seen them. Gladiator, the one with Cuba Gooding Jr., never seen it. Best Robin Hood movie? I think it's Robin Hood Prince of Thieves, to be honest. Favorite David Spade film? I guess Tommy Boy. Or are you talking about just him by himself, David Spade? Juno, I saw it once when it came out. I don't remember a damn thing about it, to be perfectly honest. Not one damn thing. Offbeat, never seen with Judge Reinhold. Never seen it. Well, my favorite John Woo film is Hard Target. My second favorite is Broken Arrow. I love Broken Arrow. I think it's underrated. I think Sideways, I think, is overrated. I don't understand the appeal of Sideways. I saw it. I was told it was one of the funniest movies ever, and I don't get it. There's plenty of films I found funnier than Sideways. The Big Lebowski, I think, is funnier. I think multiple films are funnier. The Doors is Kilmer's best performance. Oh, okay. I believe I reviewed Labyrinth. I believe. I can't remember. If not, I like Labyrinth. Batman or Spider-Man 3? Neither, to be honest. Do you find the decap scene in Shonen no Tokyo arousing? No, I don't. Charlie Chaplin, very talented individual, ahead of his time. Duckula, I remember vaguely. Thoughts on Spider-Man the anime series? Not anytime soon. Again, for folks out, I love the series though. I don't understand why he didn't punch because, well, stupid network won't let him punch. That's really one of my only issues. Let him punch. God damn it. My favorite Brian De Palma film? I'd probably Scarface. Remo Williams bombed. That was supposed to be a franchise and a bomb. So people thought, well, Fred Ward, he must not work for the public for action films, so they didn't cast him anymore in action films. I love Remo Williams, but it did nothing. So people go, well, he doesn't work. There's a sequel to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Favorite Hong Kong film or Asian film? Hard Boiled is up there. I don't know if that's my favorite, but that's definitely up there. I like the first Pirates of the Caribbean. I barely remember any of the sequels. Never saw the remake of Adventures in Babysitting, but I do enjoy the original quite a bit. Nice ass Emma Doe. I would do my best for this month. I mean, I'm doing the best that I can. But again, that's really for people out there. If they do join, they gotta realize I'm doing the best that I can. I mean, it's not like I'm doing nothing. I'm posting like 4 reviews a day. So, again, I'm doing the best that I can. So it's up to you, the people out there. Oh, the sequel to Never Hike Alone? Yeah, because I reviewed Never Hike Alone and I was really impressed. I really enjoyed it. So I look forward to what they do next. No, Alien 3 is way worse than Spider-Man 3, sadly. Thank you, Anti-Satan Pro-Life, for the $1.50 super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, David Paul Blanchard. Thank you, Anti-Satan Pro-Life. Thank you so much. Devil's Advocate, a little bit too long, but I enjoy the film. I thought Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino did a good job. Al Pacino was having fun. He was hamming it up, but it was an entertaining performance. Reviews coming up. I mentioned this before, but for people who just joined, tomorrow will be reviews for Leave No Trace, X-Men 2, The Craft, and Transcendence, which was a piece of shit. Next, then after that will be 3 of the Power Rangers movies and Pitch Black. Day after that will be 2 of the Casper films, The Lion King, the original, and Home on the Range, which is a piece of shit animated film that they got fucking Roseanne Barr to voice the main character for some fucking reason. I don't know why the fuck. And then it killed 2D animation for like 5 years. That's Home on the Range. Let's have Roseanne Barr voice a fucking cow and fucking cowboys, and Cooper Doo Jr. is a fucking horse, and then they didn't do another 2D animation film for 5 fucking years. That's Home on the Range. That's how fucking much of a hit it is. They didn't do another 2D animation for 5 fucking years. Sorry about that rant. Age of Ultron, why does it get so much hate? I'm guessing it's not like the comics, but I've never read the comics. Fair Marlon Brando film? I mean, that he starred in? I would have to think about that. I don't think I've seen a tremendous amount of those, to be perfectly honest. Usually when I watch Marlon Brando, it's a supporting role like Superman. Well, there's the 1995 one, there's Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, and then the 2017 Power Rangers. So 3 Power Ranger movies. Blank Check, I haven't actually seen Blank Check. That's no problem, Anti-Satan Pro-Life. That's no problem at all. Thank you so much. Do you mean Die Another Day with Turbo Tech War? That to me is the worst James Bond film ever made, is Die Another Day. I mean, when you get to a guy with fucking diamonds in his face or where the fuck it was, Come on, man. Preminator, I missed your question when you say, would you? The first Avengers, it's there, but I don't love. Gran Torino, I haven't seen since it came out, so I could not give a fair opinion until I rewatch it. Are there movies you refuse to review? No, not really. Just there has to be reasonable, not like here's an 8-hour movie. But I mean, other than that, no, not really. I rarely use Twitter, and I don't have. I don't think I have an Instagram. Hey, Yon Methadone, how are you doing? Bleed for this. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen. I've seen parts of it. The parts of it I saw I liked. Lacuna Coil, don't know who that is. Attack of the Clones or Star Trek Nemesis. I'd probably rather watch Attack of the Clones, sadly. New Metal, I've heard of it, but what state do I live in? Iowa. Monsters Ball, I've never seen it. The Hidden Fortress, never seen it. Do you think WWE Studios should continue making movies? No. How about this? Stop making those movies and pay the fucking wrestlers and referees. That way you didn't have to fucking fire like 50 of them. Just saying. Mr. Magoo, I know that's like the director who did Rumble in the Bronx. Mr. Magoo, Stanley Tan. That's a film I want to rewatch because I saw that like once when it came out, but I'm like, this is the director of Rumble in the Bronx? And Super Cop did Mr. Magoo? Interesting. That was a joke to review Troma films. That was a joke. That was a joke because I don't like Troma. There would not be positive reviews because I don't like Troma, but Grand Theft Ruben, I was in Texas for like 8-9 months. Did you not notice that, Grand Theft Ruben? Like from last year to like 3 months ago, I was in Texas. I will not be remembered, let's be honest. These videos, let's be honest, they're a dime a dozen. May 25th. Oh yeah, that's my birthday. Yeah, my birthday is May 25th. And really doing nothing for it. Well, can't do anything because all the stuff's going on, but even then, not doing anything, so. And since I barely know anyone here, even less so. Thank you, Scott. Take care. WWE gets sold to ESPN. That'd be interesting. Killer Hornets. Is that the Slender Man thing? I've never seen it. Anton Yelchin. Not a big fan of the movies he's in, but I always thought he was a good actor. It's sad what happened to him. Very sad what happened to him. I don't like the Fright Night remake still, but it's not his fault. I'll put that. It's not his fault that the movie sucked. My favorite movies of all time. Well, it's pretty redundant for people in the chat, but Hard Target is up there. Rambo First Blood Part 2, Aliens, Predator 2, Leviathan, and others. Ruby Rose. She was good in John Wick 2. Hearts of Iron 4, don't know what that is. Jeremy Johns, could never get into him. Some of it is still in Texas. Yeah, Stephen Norris. And some of it's here as well. Have I ever seen a tornado? No. Stormy weather? Never heard of it. Would you like to be a cowboy? Absolutely not. Do you like Adam Baldwin? Yeah, he was good in Full Metal Jacket. His supporting role in Predator 2. Have you pissed off any actors in the past? No, not Eater. Or as I call him, the Purple People Eater. Because I said his movies fucking sucked. Scorpio 1 and especially Memorial Day. I think that's like the worst Jeff Speakman film. Where at the back of the DVD is nothing that's in the movie. Like the back, if you did Memorial Day on DVD, read the back of the DVD. None of that shit is in the movie. That big plot synopsis. Lilo and Stitch I haven't seen since it came out. My first Jet Li movie, it was probably... It was this film called Meltdown, which I didn't care for because it's like a wannabe Die Hard film, and this guy's trying to be not really Jackie Chan, like trying to be Bruce. I don't know if he was trying to be Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee. He had like a Bruce Lee outfit, but he got too much screen time, and Jet Li needed more screen time, and it should have just been Jet Li by himself. I mean, my favorite Jet Li film is Kiss of the Dragon. I reviewed a couple American Jet Li films on the channel. Room with Brie Larson, never seen it. Chris Stuckman, could never get into him. Scroll. I didn't mind. What the hell was that one? Fist of the North Star. Stall Search. Fist of the North Star I didn't mind, although the ending was fucking climactic. I like Ben Stiller. I love Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder I think is a great movie. Archie Bunker, I haven't seen much of the show, to be honest. I didn't grow up with that show. The Last of the Finest, I've seen bits and pieces. My friend Michael CP reviewed that. One day I would like to watch that all the way through. Universal to do a 4K Blu-ray with the Warp Print Director's Cut. That will never happen. Even if you went up there and paid them $1 million, they still would not do that. I have not seen the Chronicles of Narnia films. Horrible reviews. My reviews are horrible, but I've never heard of horrible reviews. The Bees suck. The Bees, I've seen that movie. That's a movie that literally John Saxon is in it, doing some bad kung fu. And what happens is they turn some of the bees gay. I'm not joking. And it doesn't work. And then they're in a big conference and the bees come in. And then someone's doing a speech about, we need to live with the bees. I'm not joking. So yes, The Swarm is miles better than The Bees. Mark Anzio, sadly, I haven't seen much of your videos. I apologize for that. Italian horror, it depends. I like zombie, but some of them I don't. Needful Things, I haven't seen probably in over 20 years. Gravity, I still love with Sandra Bullock. I got a lot of shit for that, for liking Gravity, but I saw that twice in the theater and I enjoyed it. Is The Amazing Bulk the worst film you ever seen? Sadly, no. I mean, it's one of them, but I mean, Feeders 2, Alien 3, the Michael Bay produced Ninja Turtle movies, Alien Origin, Bigfoot County. There's a shitload of lists. Resident Evil 4 Remake. I don't have the system to play it, but I'd be curious to watch some of my friends play it. I've not seen all the Harry Potter films. I haven't seen the original Carnival of Souls. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. What mockbuster you hate the most? Probably Monster, which is the Cloverfield ripoff by the Asylum, but it's called Monster. Okay. That's because you don't have any videos. Okay. I would go with Aliens because, to be honest, I'm much more of an action guy, so it would be Aliens. Case Jabber. They're not going to do Demolition Man 2. They say they're going to, but I can name you 10 films Sly said he was going to do, and none of them happened. Juno 2000, you'd be surprised if you type in a movie and then you click videos on Google and then you maneuver to over 20 minutes. You'd be surprised how many movies you could find, including movies on YouTube, like that have gone away being uploaded on YouTube. You would be surprised. Oh, that El Rey Network commercial, that was a bit weird. For those who don't know, this is years and years ago. El Rey Network, me, Michael CP, and a few others, Michael Teen, snippets of them would be used in these commercials. It'd be about a certain movie. Like, I think I was on, funny enough, I was on RoboCop. I find that funny because Michael CP's the RoboCop. You know, I love RoboCop, but Michael CP, RoboCop, OCP Mutations, but I was on the RoboCop one. Mike was featured, I forget which one, Michael Teen, I think on Evil Dead 2, Michael Teen was on. If you go to the El Rey Network, you find, like, I forget what the title is. Like, the RoboCop, I'm just talking about, oh, poo, 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 poo. Lizard Lick Towing, never heard of it. Looking forward to Resident Evil 4 remake. Is a shame Rit 3 is doing a lot of shit. I thought it looked cool. I saw my friend, the Choice Voice, Michael Keane, Phantasm. It looked fun to me. The game looked fun to me. If I had the system, I would pick up Resident Evil 3. I think I would enjoy it. Fair Charles Bronson movie, Death Wish 3. My first YouTube video, this is like 12 years ago. I can't remember what my first YouTube video was. Like on my original channel, I can't remember. Demolition Man 2 won't happen. There's many movies that get confirmed and nothing ever happens. 2026? With what's going on, I don't know if there'll be any movies in 2026. With the way things are going, and then they say this is going to be a yearly thing, I don't know if any movie's going to be around in 2026, let alone Demolition Man 2. I mean, Sly wants to do Rocky 7, he wants to do Expendables 4, he wants to do all this other shit. Not holding my breath on Demolition Man 2. Sasquatch, Lance Henriksen 2002. I think I reviewed it on the channel, Meadowland. I believe I reviewed it on the channel. I swear. Yeah, I did like a series of Bigfoot reviews, Meadowland fan. I think that was one of them. I like the Naked Gun films. That's right, you were in the Terminator one, Fabio. That's right. They were supposed to send me a package of goodies, but it never happened. They never even offered me that. They never even offered me a package of goodies. They didn't say shit to me about that. Yeah, they say they're doing Demolition Man 2, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. I remember when the news broke out, oh, Jackie Chan and Stallone are going to do an action movie together, and it's called Ex-Bad Dad. Did that ever happen? No. No, now it's going to be John Cena. Did that movie ever happen? No. Never happened. Oh, John Cena is going to be Duke Nukem. Like, all these movies, they get announced and they never happen. I know John Lafayette passed away, but was it suicide? Is that really what happened? Because I love Child's Play too. I know he also directed Man's Best Friend, John Lafayette. Was it suicide though? I don't want Demolition Man 2. Yeah, that's right. I don't want that either. Yeah, it'd be Demolition Woman. Lakeview Terrace, I haven't seen in forever. I've never seen SpongeBob SquarePants. I know the clips and the memes, but I've never watched a full episode of the show. I don't like anything of Steven Seagal nowadays. I just think of that line in Big Lebowski now. Like, if I met Steven Seagal, I don't like your jerk off face, I don't like your jerk off look, and I don't like you. Jerk off. So you thought Escape Plan 2 and 3 were cool, nice ass Emma Doe? You enjoyed Escape Plan 2 and 3? The most overrated country in action movie? Somewhere in Europe. Because if it's a cheap enough movie, they always go there. I'm a Stallone fan, and I'm not asking for a Demolition Man 2. Part of the appeal of Demolition Man was Stallone and Wesley Snipes fighting each other. And the fact that what would Connected, I've never heard of. Wesley Snipes died. How would he be in Demolition Man 2 if he died? Fuck you too. Wesley Snipes got his head ticked off because it was frozen. So how would Wesley Snipes even be in the film? Was a clone of Wesley Snipes? Yeah, I fucking hate the Eagles, man. John Lafayette died of suicide. That's too bad. That's too bad. 2015 remake of Vacation. That was horrible joke after horrible joke. Just, oh, they're bathing in shit. Here's the other joke. Oh, Chris Hemsworth has a giant dick. Like, that was all the jokes in the Vacation reboot. We agree to disagree. I fucking hate all the Escape Plan films. Whole Universal AMC Theaters feud. I think the movie theaters are being stupid by going, we're not going to play any Universal films. You're dying. Dumb fuck. Movie theaters, you're dying. You need any movie you can fucking get. But why do we need a Demolition Man 2? The story ended. He got used to the place. He's with Sandra Bullock. You did a little bit clean. You did a lot clean. You did a little bit dirty. And then maybe in between. You don't need any more story. That's the problem with movies today. The story has ended. Look what they're doing with The Last of Us 2. Which I won't spoil for those who don't want it spoiled. Look what they're doing with all of these franchises. The story is over. Is over. Why do people not understand that? When has it ever been a good thing that they keep stretching the story? When has that ever worked out positively? It's not The Predator with an autistic kid going around Halloween killing people accidentally. It's not fucking Halloween 2018 or the sequel where Tommy Doyle, they filmed he was going to be a fucking abusing chicks, a wife abuser played by Anthony Michael Hall, and then apparently they cut that out, but why was that even part of a fucking thing? Alien 3 and Resurrection, no. When has it been good with the extended shit? When has it worked out well? This Boy's Life, I've never seen. Chris Hemsworth, and movies, I like Chris Hemsworth as an actor. The remake of Child's Play will not get a sequel because it underperformed at the box office. I liked the reboot for what it is, but it underperformed and many people hated it. So instead, Don Fettuccine is going to do his TV show. Favorite Dirty Harry villain? That's interesting. My favorite Dirty Harry movie is Magnum Force. My favorite villain? Dirty Harry films are not really known for their villains, really, other than Andrew Robinson. But I don't remember like the villains in any of the other movies. Yeah, go off on tangents. Exactly. Yeah, stop milking the fucking franchises. No, there will never be a Misery 2. I'll be right back. I gotta go get another drink of... I'll be right back, guys. Sorry, I'll be right back. I don't know what I missed, but... Hi, Mark Renzio. I went to get a drink of water. Let's see what I miss. Yeah, State Plan 4. Yeah, well, like we need... We need a State Plan 4. Yeah, we need that shit. Yeah, I went for a drink. I don't have a wife or kids. And I honestly don't want either one. No, I had a drink upstairs. I just got it from the sink and took a drink. Just, yeah, I mean, I like drinking soda, but I like drinking water too, just to keep hydrated, especially when talking. Otherwise, your mouth goes dry. So I had got the cup out, just drink it. Usually, I'm just a guy that just drinks it from the faucet. Like, get a cup of water to drink it. Breaking Away, never seen. Ghostbusters 2016 did not continue the series. It was a completely new... Well, they said it was completely new, and then it was just the same fucking thing, but awful. Bad Times at El Royale, never seen it. Rambo Last Blood, yeah. I already gave my thoughts on Rambo Last Blood. I don't know what more I can say about the film. If people liked it, that's cool. It wasn't for me. It was not for me. I was not a fan. Favorite Austin Powers character? I would say honestly Dr. Evil. I see no panty line. Hello there. Bonjour. I reviewed the new Sonic film a few months ago. I did enjoy it for what it is. And Sonic drinks Mellow Yellow like I do, apparently. So I got a kick out of that. Even at the end of the film in his room, he had Mellow Yellow cans. I'm like, okay, you got me, movie. Yes, there's a pussy fart 10 minutes in Ghostbusters 2016. A queef joke. No, I did not see the Vacancy prequel. Edward Scissorhands is a good movie. He's doing The Expendables, The Samaritan, Little America, Hunter, Rambo 6, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So if he's doing all those movies, how the hell is he going to do Demolition Man 2? If he's supposedly doing all those films, how's he going to do Demolition Man 2? See, that's what I mean. I don't buy that shit. Not for $1. Todd Farmer had an idea for Jason X 2, where Jason goes back in time to try and kill Pamela while she was pregnant with him. That's like the dumbest fucking idea ever, even for a Friday the 13th film. Todd Farmer, if that was his idea, he should be fired. Drop Dead Fred I could not get into. I found kind of sad in a weird way and depressing, and Fred himself was annoying as fuck. Dreaded Cross Country I've never seen. The Vacation movies. By the way, Johnny, I'm working on the reviews. It'll be sometime this week. I've watched a couple of them, the Casper and the Scooby-Doo films and such. Thank you once again, Johnny, for joining my Patreon. I love Jim Cornette. I've listened to him quite a bit. I've never seen Not Another Teen Movie. But Vacation movies, I love the first one, and I love Christmas Vacation. I think those are the two best ones. Problem Child movies I haven't seen since I was a kid, so I don't remember them. I've actually reviewed 8mm. Rice. I have a review of 8mm on the channel. I liked it. I also reviewed the piece of shit sequel, 8mm 2. That rant is on the channel as well. Alice Cross, I believe I have a review of it on the channel. It should still be up. But if it's not, I didn't mind it for what it is. Robert Patrick works both. I mean, if you like Robert Patrick, find a film called Zero Tolerance. It's a very fun action movie by PM Entertainment. Very underrated film. Edward Furlong, could he have been big if he didn't get into drugs? Maybe. But some of the films he did were not hits. Pet Sematary 2 did not bring any fires. Neither did Brainscan. And when films don't do well, then I like Jason X. I do like Freddy's Dead. I reviewed both. I reviewed all the Jason and Freddy movies on the channel for those interested. Paul Heyman, he's pretty talented on the microphone. Towering Inferno, I like. Quarantine 2, I don't remember a damn thing about it, to be honest. I know it's not found footage like the first one. I think I saw it once, I just remember being shitty. One-hit wonder actors? I don't know about one-hit wonder actors. Oh, that's right, he was in Detroit Rock City. I forgot about that movie, the Kiss movie. Well, not really, but fans of Kiss. And then what did he go on to do? Night of the Demons remake? I never reviewed Color Out of Space. I still haven't seen it yet, but I've never reviewed it. The Ghostbusters 2016 crossover comic book, didn't even know it existed. I do like The Faculty. I enjoy that film. Never heard of Stella. So yeah, the Castaway, yeah, that's a good movie. The trailer gave every fucking thing away, but Castaway's a good movie. Dust Devil, I don't remember much about, other than being bored. T2 was the end of the story, but they keep pushing it. See, that's what people go, oh, why don't you want more sequels? Look at the Terminator franchise. Look at the Alien franchise. Look at all these fucking franchises. They all go to shit. I reviewed Dumb and Dumber 2 on the channel, Kyle J. Mako Ravy. I have a review of Dumb and Dumber 2 on the channel. Again, for anyone who's joined, if you're wondering if I reviewed a film, please feel free to go on the channel. And on the top right, there's a little magnifying glass. Just type in the name of the movie. It just makes things a lot easier. I think the only good Cube film is the first one. Never saw Guess Who. Martin Kove, better as a villain. He did a good job in Project Shadow Chaser, which I reviewed like a week or so ago. Maybe he works better as a villain. Hi, Justin. Was Dumb and Dumber better than Dumb and Dumber 2? Yes, honestly, I would say yes. I never truly hated Dumb and Dumber. I mean, it has lame jokes in it, but I thought the two actors, those two actors did a better job as Harry and Lloyd than Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels did in Dumb and Dumber 2. I don't know how the fuck that happened, but that's my honest opinion. I didn't hate Terminator Salvation either, but lo and behold, that's the one film that doesn't have Arnold in it. Well, technically he's in it, but really he's not in it. Like I said, the only good Cube film is the first one. I didn't hate Terminator Salvation. I reviewed the Terminator films. I reviewed Terminator Salvation. I even said in the review, I don't hate this movie. It has its issues, but I don't hate it. I reviewed all the Terminator films for those interested on the channel. They're on the channel still. A live-action Doom film made in the style of Hardcore Henry with Jason Statham. That would make sense, thus they're not going to do it. Because it would make sense. But yeah, I would love to see it, but they will never do it because it would make sense. I mean, Jason Statham was going to do Ghosts of Mars and Dodge Soldiers. He's never done a horror movie. Well, The Meg, I guess if that counts. A Future War Terminator movie. At this point, I'm just done with Terminator. I'm so done with Terminator. I'm done with Predator. I'm done with Aliens. How many shits do we need on our faces before enough is enough? I've had with these motherfucking movies and this motherfucking game. I mean, how many does it take? Is there a number? Is there 2 or more? Like, is there a limit? People in chat, what's the limit? 3? 4? 44? Like, what's the limit? What's the limit? Like, what is the limit? Trip with the Teacher, never heard of it. Well, I meant him as the star of the film. I know he's in Ghosts of Mars, but he was supposed to be the star of the movie, but the producers or so wanted Ice Cube. But he was supposed to be the star of that movie originally. It was Jason Statham. Hey, Matt B. Hope you're doing well. I love The Shawshank Redemption. I have a review of that on the channel. I sincerely love that film, so no, I don't think it's overrated. I do not think it's overrated at all. I think Die Another Day is the worst fucking James Bond film I've ever seen. Until it stops being good. Well, most of them has been like 20 years, but they don't learn. Most of them stopped being good 30 years ago. Clueless remake, I'm not surprised. Club Dread, I don't remember anything about Club Dread. My Monday night is going okay. I'll probably be on for a little bit longer. They just keep going and going and going. Yeah, Brittany Murphy's in Clueless. It's a good movie. Don't need a remake. Do I like John Carpenter's vampires? Yes, I do. It's in my top 5 vampire movies, honestly. Empire Strikes Back, I don't know if I use the term overrated. It's not my favorite Star Wars film. I reviewed the Star Wars film. I wonder, did I say Empire was a bit overrated? I don't remember. That's the thing. You gotta understand. I made so many reviews. I fucking don't remember everything that I've said in them. Don't you ever get fed up watching movies? No, not really. Top 5 movies of all time. Hard Target, Rambo First Blood Part 2, Aliens, Predator 2 would be up there, maybe Leviathan, some others. Emmanuel, no problem. Thank you very much for the request. Glad you liked the review. Oh, believe me, they're never done with Corpse's Soul Scorcher. They're never done. High calculated cinema entertainment. Believe me, they're never done with a corpse. They will I guarantee you they will try to make another Terminator movie. I would guarantee it. I guarantee it. Because they never fucking learn. They never learn. Because they don't think they made a bad movie. They don't think they screwed up. They think the audience is the problem. Because you guys out there are sexist. So they don't think they did anything wrong. That's why. They will continue because they think they're right and you're wrong. I reviewed all the Psycho films, actually. And yes, I like Psycho 2. The worst comedy sequel? I don't know about the worst comedy sequel. I mean, Dumb and Dumber 2 is up there. The Hangover sequels are bad. Bad Santa 2 I did not like. I like Cocoon. Never seen Shiloh. I don't like the Night Professor films. I don't think they're funny. I honestly think they're a waste of Eddie Murphy's talent. I see Eddie Murphy's talent in Beverly Hills Cop, even in films like Metro. And I think Night Professor is just, oh, look, there's a fat suit. Now look at this fart joke. Oh, now here's a giant fucking hamster fucking a guy. Like, Eddie Murphy to me is witty and funny, and he's resorting in movies where a overblown fucking gerbil fucks a guy in the ass. That's what it results to in the Night Professor films, or a Star Wars parody where mixed in with Armageddon, where he goes to the controller and this fantasy with his fucking fart. A fucking fart propels him to the controls. That's why I don't like the Night Professor films. To me, they were a waste of Eddie Murphy's talent, but those got the pass. But a film like Metro or Showtime or Golden Child, they didn't do well. But even the first Night Professor, what's the big scene people remember? Oh, the dinner scene where they fart. Because Eddie Murphy plays 18 fucking characters because it was successful in Coming to America. I do like Dolomite Is My Name. That was true. That was back to form for Eddie Murphy. That was witty. You know what it did not go back on? 18 fucking fart jokes. Hi, Tingler XT. Do you think Leon the Professional ripped off the plot from Chuck Norris's The Hitman? No. Didn't Leon the Professional come first? I don't remember the dates. I haven't seen Hey Arnold. I know what it is, but I've never seen it. Come and See? I've never heard of Come and See. What is that? A Haunted House of Marlon Wayans? Disappointing. Because I like Marlon Wayans. You can make a parody on found footage movies, but that was just lazy writing. The scene with Dave Chappelle, that doesn't save the movie for me. Night Game with Roy Scheider. I've heard of it, Shamozen. Hi, Ken. How you doing, Ken? Or Shamozen, whichever you prefer. I'm doing well. How are you doing? I've heard of Night Game, but I've never seen it. Iceman, I'll do my best not to get burned out on them. But I mean, it's an adventure. See how long it goes. From Dusk Till Dawn, I think is miles better than Bordello Blood. Do you think Beverly Hills Cop 4 will happen? No. They've been talking about that film for 10 years or so, give or take. I disagree with you on Showtime and The Golden Child. To each their own. Golden Child, I think, is... Well, I don't think. It's my favorite Eddie Murphy film. 300... I don't hate the film, but it got played out with the "This is Sparta." I did it. I'm not a fan of Miami Blues. I'm sorry, Emmanuel. I'm not a fan of Miami Blues. I thought interesting concept with the cast, but it wasn't that funny and it wasn't that action-packed. Jared Leto, it depends. He was good in, what was it, Dallas Buyers Club? He was good in that. But I did not care for his Joker. Berlin Job, never heard of it. I said World Is Not Enough is the worst. Yeah, but that's before Die Another Day. I don't think I had done Die Another Day. Die Another Day came out after, right? So didn't I review Die Another Day after? So I'm like, this is the worst. Then I see Die Another Day, I'm like, that's the worst. I mean, I thought that's what happened, because didn't Die Another Day come out after? So I would have reviewed that after, right? What age did you start to love movies? Probably 6 or 7. You mean Summer of Sam or Son of Sam? You mean Summer of Sam? Dark Skies 2? No, because no one knows what Dark Skies 1 is. Haunted House 3? No, because those films... Haunted House... Does anyone remember a Haunted House, really? No, not really. Yellow Submarine, never seen it. Live action movie Nightmare Before Christmas? Why? What's the point? I enjoyed the Miami Vice TV show. I just saw that for the first time last year, and I really enjoyed it. The last season, not so much, but the final episode was fun. Bad Attitude. That was pretty cool. The first 2 seasons are the best, because it was actually the 2 of them as the stars. Then seasons 3 and 4, it was just more of the Don Johnson show. And the other guy kind of just was put in the backseat and at times barely in the fucking show, which was disappointing because I watched them all in a little marathon. Emmanuel, only if I don't like the film. I'm not going to rant on something I don't like just because someone pays me. If I'm going to review a film, whether I get paid or not, I'm going to be honest. So if I don't like the film, then sure. If I do like the film, then no, I'm not going to rant on it. There is no Shazam with Sinbad. There's Kazam, but there is no Shazam with Sinbad. That never existed. I never thought it did exist. Like, people said, oh, this exists. I never thought that as a kid. I've never even heard of this thing until, most of that shit, what's that called? The something effect? Whenever people mention that, I'm like, I never thought that. So I don't know what people are talking about. Like Looney Tunes. No, I always thought it was spelled the way it is spelled. Looney Tunes was never spelled Toons. Even as a kid, I remember it was Tunes. I never understood that. I never understood that. I forget what the Mandela effect. I never understood the Mandela effect. I get the concept, but I never. All that stuff I remember back in the day as it is now. So I don't know. I don't get it. PM Entertainment or Canon Films? I would have to choose Canon Films because they release films like Cobra and Cyborg. Night Game was pretty hilarious. That was cool. Avengers of Justice, never seen it. The Fox and the Hound. Eye for an Eye. I remember liking the film. I haven't seen it in forever though, and I apologize. Total Meltdown 2. Your request might be near the end of the month. I apologize. It's just I'm trying to get them out as soon as possible, so I apologize for the wait, but I'm going to do my best to be done by this month. I apologize to people for the wait. Doing the best that I can. Jane Deere, I'm doing okay. No, Monopoly Man never had a monocle. He did in Ace Ventura When Nature Calls when he made fun of the guy. But I played Monopoly when I was a kid. He never had the fucking monocle. But in Ace Ventura When Nature Calls, you're the Monopoly guy. And then he had a monocle. No, he never had a monocle. See, that's the thing. Like, I never thought he did have one. I mean, it was a fun joke in Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. Well, Fallen, are you more of a martial arts guy or more of a gunplay guy for Jean-Claude Van Damme? Like, would you more want to see a film with a lot of gunplay or actual fisticuffs, martial arts? Favorite Pierce Brosnan film? Bond movie. So GoldenEye was 95. Livewire. Livewire is a very underrated film with Pierce Brosnan. Check out Livewire. I liked all the seasons of CSI Miami. I don't really have a favorite. I liked all of them. Why would I want to fight Cool Duder? I barely know the guy. Hi Ryan. Favorite Mel Gibson film? The First Lethal Weapon. You remember there being an A in the middle of Kit Kat? I don't remember that at all. What was your request, Iceman? I don't remember what. I don't remember what your. I mean, it doesn't show the username. It shows the real names. Never do recognize in public. The only Three Ninjas I remember is the first one. I don't know much about the new Predator game because I don't have a PS4. So I don't know much about the Predator new game. And because I don't have a PS4, I'm like, I'm never going to play it. And my friends haven't played it, so I haven't watched playthroughs of it. I know it's more of a multiplayer game. I've heard of Night of the Running Man, but I've never seen it. But Run is great. That's fine, Iceman. I'm just curious, what was the name of the movie? I'm just curious. Martial arts? Okay. I was going to say my favorite Van Damme film is Hard Target, which is directed by John Woo. And, or Time Cop. But if you're looking at martial arts, honestly, Bloodsport. I would honestly go with Bloodsport first. I love Kickboxer, but I would say if you want me to pick one, watch the film that broke him out is Bloodsport. I would say go with that first. I like Get the Green Girl. I think it's good. I haven't gotten to Hoosiers yet. I know, guys. I know. I literally let's put it this way. I have like 55 Patreons, and then on top of that, some PayPal requests, and then on top of that, some of them are multiple movies, like 10 movies, at least 2 or 3 people. So I'm doing the best that I can. Oh, Phone Booth. Actually, funny enough, Phone Booth I'm going to watch tomorrow. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say in about 6 days, I'll upload the review, because I'm trying to do 4 a day, so probably around 6 days or so. Jamarol81 again. I'm not trying to be rude, but this is about the 3rd time or 4th time. If you're wondering about a movie I've seen, because I've reviewed Blood Beach as well, feel free to go to my channel and click the Grade B. Sadly, that's not the case, because I wish that was the case, Grade B. Believe me, I wish, because that's not really the case. Not how people think. Because even with all this, it's a bit rough. But yeah, feel free on the top right on my YouTube channel, just click on the magnifying glass if you want to type in a movie title. But yeah, I did review that film. But if you want the quick answer, no, I did not like Blood Beach. But I have a review on the film if you want to know more details on it. My favorite Ernest film is, I would say, Ernest Steered Stupid. I like Phone Booth. I saw Phone Booth in the theater when it came out. I really enjoy Phone Booth back in the day. I still enjoy it. I'm sure when I rewatch it, I'm still going to enjoy it again, because I've seen it more than once. But it's fine, man. It's fine. Swordfish, I barely remember, other than Hugh Jackman got a blowjob. But I better end it here, because we're going on to 2 a.m. I still have to do a couple reviews, and because I'm trying to do like 4 reviews a day, so I gotta pre-record some reviews. Hey, Darth Zato. Balone, I think that's Burt Reynolds. I've heard of that, but I haven't seen it. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I mean, it's been about, 2 hours or more. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good night. Stay safe out there, or good morning, wherever you're at. Again, tomorrow I'm going to have reviews for Leave No Trace, X-Men 2, The Craft, and Transcendence, which is a piece of shit. The next day will be Power Rangers re-reviews of those, because those were requested, of the 95, the 97, and the 2017 film, and Pitch Black. That'll be, the day after. The day after that will be Casper Spirit of Beginning, the original Lion King, Home on the Range. Then the day after that will be James the Giant Peach, The Emperor's New Groove, Scooby-Doo, and Scooby-Doo 2. And then after that will be Big, Meeting Evil, Unaware, and Demented. And then after that will be The Silent Partner, Megamind, Phone Booth, maybe one more. And that's pretty much the next week of, well, I guess mostly this week to next week. So, again, doing the best that I can. And it's been fun so far, I'll say that. And there's been some underrated gems, like Butterfly Kisses, which I uploaded the review for that today. And it was on Tubi TV for free, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty clever and interesting of a Butterfly Kisses. But yeah, you guys have a good night. Take care. Stay safe. there'll be plenty of reviews coming out. Hope you enjoy. If not, no worries. And we'll see you guys later. Take care.